The following program is rated TV MAL. It contains strong language and is intended only for mature audiences.
What is the deal, Raider Nation, man? Top of the evening, late night, you feel me? It's the Dyrti-Lunatik show. As you know, we finished up the NFL draft today with day 3, with the Raiders making selections as well as post-draft undrafted free agent signings. There's a few of those that we did. Some people to pay attention to might have an opportunity to make the team. Like I stated before, without how deep this draft was at the defensive position. A lot of good talent was still there after the draft, being pushed down and out. But just because you're undrafted, don't mean you can't come get your bag and do what you on the field. You feel me? Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Thank y'all for pulling up tonight, man. We just hanging out. We're just going to talk about the draft and the players we picked up, and I'll go over the names of the undrafteds that we signed as well. We signed a massive right tackle that was undrafted. I'm saying, when I say massive, bruh, humongy is just a word I have to use to explain this mammoth of a man playing right tackle. Maybe he might have an opportunity to make the team, which due to the fact that Illuminor and Bars are players that only have a 1-year contract. So after this year, they're free agents and they can go where they want to go, and maybe someone that we groom as our own, that we either drafted, which we didn't draft the offensive lineman, but we did grab a couple outside of the draft that were undrafted. So these are names to be looked at. Like I say, when I say mammoth, can you say 6'9"? 6'9" right tackle. Can we say 6'9"? And I owe you one, or 68, and I owe you one. You know what I mean? Yeah, shout out to everybody in the chat, man. We're gonna get into this real quick, man. Let me find this damn this thingamajigger. What's a thingamajigger? Who came up with thingamajigger? Yeah, I got the thingamajigger. Like, what's a thingamajigger? Yeah. I'm trying to having fun. I like our picks in the draft, y'all. We're gonna go over it. Let me go ahead and shout out everybody in the chat, man, that pulled up to hang with your boy this evening. You know, one thing. You know what I mean? One thing for your mind. Holly in the building, man. What is the deal, Holly? Thank you for pulling up. We got Ray Love in the building. Yes, sir. Dark is in here, man. What is the deal with it, man? Top of the evening. We got Alex in this VI itch. You feel me? Top of the evening, man. Thank you for being here. Michael Guerrero, my dude, man. Top of the evening, man. Thank you for being here for real. Who else? Deshi Magnum. What's the deal, man? Hey, thank you for pulling up. Hope I didn't look at that. D-Man is in the building, man. Top of the evening, man. Thank you for being here. Charles Washington, my dude. Good evening to you as well, man. I like our draft. You know what I mean? A lot of people want to, you know what I mean? Why didn't we do this? Why didn't we do that? Bruh, we went out there and got people that fit what we're trying to do. And they let me know in the press conference that they had after today as well. They let it be known. We're going to go over it, though. We're going to go over the picks in the draft, talk about it. and keep it moving. Matter of fact, what we can do is let's put a link in there. If y'all want to pull up and talk about these Raiders, now y'all feel about the draft picks, free. And, let me get the invites going one time, man. Yeah, buddy. So yeah, we had some picks. Some people. Oh shit, that's right. We are live on a lot of different platforms. Y'all, if y'all mess around with Twitch, go to Twitch and go to Raiders_Allegiance and follow. You know what I mean? We're go live there now. We're hitting Twitter, we hitting Facebook. Hey, we do our thing, man. We trying to get this thing going, man. NWA all day. You feel me? Shout out to everybody. All right, so we're gonna go check out these picks. Everybody know the picks. Some of you guys might not. Depending on if you watch the whole draft or not, but we're gonna dig into it right about now. Let's go. All right. So as y'all know, in the first round, we took Tyree Wilson, defensive end of Texas Tech. Round 2. Now this is I like this tight end, Michael Mayers, tight end from Notre Dame. This dude is, to me, is an old school throwback type tight end. He said he likes putting people's face in the dirt and running fools over. And I'm like, man, that's a very aggressive tight end, but he can catch. He got some wiggle to him. He runs great routes. Very good in the blocking game. So that's going to do wonders for Josh Jacobs and going into those 2 tight end sets. But that is our future tight end. You know, let's not get mistaken. We do have OJ Howard that we brought in and Hooper as well. I don't know what's going to happen with Fotheringham and the other tight end, but hey, let them battle. And those aren't the only tight ends we got either. When we get to the undrafted, we did grab an undrafted tight end, a solid one. You know what I mean? So we're going to keep this thing going. Let's just go over the picks, and then we'll go over the undrafted after. All right. Then in the third round, we got, and I like this guy too, defensive tackle out of Alabama, which was Byron Young. This dude, his strengths, they say he's able to take on double teams. He can shed blocks quickly and get into the backfield to be disruptive against the run as well. He has a low center of gravity, so it's hard for offensive linemen, because you know how they say the lower pad wins when you engage with defense and offensive linemen. But the way they say his center of gravity is so low that an offensive lineman can't get their pads lower than his. So he's always going to have he's going to win the battle pretty much most of the time. You know what I mean? And that's solid. That's what you want, to be able to, you know, man for man, just go straight up and get your pads lower than him. Hey, and that's going to work wonders when you try to do quarterback sneaks on 4th and 1 or 4th and short, and you need to get that short. He can get lower on defense against the quarterback. If the quarterbacks are trying to go sneak in and try to get that 4th and 1 for the other team to get a first down, he can get lower than the offensive lineman and get a stop of that shit. You know what I mean? So he'll come in handy. We did grab another defensive tackle as well, but like I say, wait till you see the undrafteds we sign. This is going to fill in the gaps, and not all of them are going to make the team. Let's not get it misconstrued. Some of them will, though. Some of them will have an opportunity to make the team, because we seen what happened last year with Masterson, linebacker, Darian Butler, you know what I mean, coming undrafted and making the squad, Garbers, you know what I mean? So you can make the team if you bring what you bring to the table. So let's continue on, shall we? In the third round, we also got back in the first round. Now, Trey Tucker. Some people ain't feeling this pick. But with what Ziegler and them said at the press conference today after grabbing him, he's gonna be basically like your Swiss Army knife. You're gonna use him in a lot of different ways. For one, you can use him on special teams on returning, and 2, he can play gunner going downfield on kickoffs for the special teams as well. He has a wrestling background out of Ohio. Now, the thing with Ohio is I think the tabs at Ziegler, we know Ziegler and McDaniels is from Ohio, but here it is. With the kid coming out of Ohio and going through the public school system, high school in Ohio, the most famous high school coach, football coach in Ohio, in Ohio is McDaniels' dad. McDaniels' dad is the one that everybody knows, the famous high school coach. So McDaniel has his ear to the ground on talent coming out of Ohio, the state of Ohio, period. You know what I mean? Just because. You know what I mean? So that's one thing you got to observe. The other thing is, this fool got speed. We're talking about when they had their pro day, I think at the Cincinnati facility, he was clocked at a 4.2940. 4.2940 wide receiver. Now, they said they're going to use, and this is coming out of Ziegler's mouth, they're going to use him in a whole lot of ways. You can use him coming out the backfield. You can spread him out, put him in the slot. There's going to be a lot of things that are going to use him for his speed. Yes, he can take off the top of defenses. That does not mean you necessarily have to go deep all the time. All Garoppolo would have to do is complete a 10, 15-yard pass to him while he's in stride and let him do the rest. And that's why I said about Garoppolo, he does not have to force the issue on his offense. All he has to do is get his playmakers the ball, let them make the big play. You don't have to thread the needle. You don't have to try to throw the ball in between three defenders and make the spectacular play. Just get the receiver the ball. Let them do the rest. This dude has a very strong lower body. I'm hearing, I was watching Unfiltered Truth, and they stated that this dude can squat around 600. So lower body, low center of gravity, about 5'9", if not less. You know what I mean? Smaller receiver, but fast and very physical, strong. You know what I mean? So I like this dude to be able to be used in different aspects of this offense. Because here's the key thing. A lot of people saying, well, why we're not getting linebackers during the draft? Why are you going wide receiver and tight end? You know why they doing this? Because let's address the elephant in the room, shall we? The fact of the matter is, no matter how many defensive players you draft, right, they're not going to be developed yet. It's going to take time for them to develop. That's why for people to just quit on what we got last year was ridiculous. The 2 defensive tackles that we got, you just don't give up. And the 2 undrafted linebackers. Just what? Because 1 year they done got the system down yet? You don't quit. You don't quit on a player after 1 year. You got to let these guys develop. They have to develop. So if that's the case, and we got all these young guys on defense now, we got an edge rusher, defensive tackle, went out and got a linebacker, we got a safety, we got a corner. These guys are going to take time to mature and develop. Now, some may develop faster than the others. You know what I mean? Then others, you know what I mean, you might have to take some time with them, but they will develop. So in the meantime, while our defense is developing a rapport with each other and gelling to be able to move as one unit and not just individual players, you're going to have to give that time to develop. You know what I mean? So in the meantime, if we're trying to win games now, we're going to have to rely heavily on this offense. We're going to have to score a lot of points. So that's why they went out there and add pieces to make this offense as dynamic as possible. And right now, they're doing a damn good job. Look at every weapon right now on this team. We got every weapon that you want. You know, speed was one thing that we lacked. We grabbed a free agent, speedy receiver and drafted one. We didn't have that. And we seen the difference when we had Ruggs the other year when we lost him, and then the offense didn't really operate the same way it did with having all that speed out there. Well, guess what? Now we did. And what I see what we're doing, a lot of people is also looking at the former Patriots we brought in here. That's only because they know scheme. It has nothing to do with them being Patriots. It has everything to do with them knowing the scheme. Because there's nobody on the starting offense right now, except for maybe a tight end, because I don't think the rookie's going to start, but he doesn't know the system either. But it's either going to be O.J. Howard or it's going to be Hooper to be the starting tight end. They're going to have to learn the system. But everybody else on this team, whether it's Devontae Adams, Renfro, whether it's the total offensive line, Garoppolo, Don't forget about Jacoby Myers. All of them are familiar with the system. So you should be able to hit the ground running with the offense while we wait for this defense to gel, develop, and get some kind of good experience underneath them to start working as a unit to be able to be prosperous on the defensive side of the ball, how we plan on doing on the offensive side of the ball. That's just what it is. That's what it is. We're going to have to score a whole lot of points. You know what I mean? When I say a whole lot of points, hey, I think about 30 points a game would do it. If we did 30 points a game this past season, it would have done it. Because the highest scoring team was Kansas City last year, and they averaged 29 points a game. So 30 would have eclipsed them by a point. And we were close to 30 by one touchdown last year. We averaged 23. So with the revamped offense, with knowing the system, and you don't have to expect Garoppolo to go deep every damn time because we got speed, but that the defense is going to have that in the back of their mind, like, keep your eye on these two fast motherfuckers right here. We got to put two people. There's a lot of shit this defense is going to have to be accountable for when they face our offense. They're going to have to be accountable for every single position player that is a playmaker on this team, from tight end to slot to wide receiver 2, wide receiver 1, running back. Don't let me forget Josh Jacobs and Jakob Johnson. They're still in the mix. That's why I said this right now. If you step back and look at this offense, this shit has the potential of being a very prolific offense, scoring and commanding clock time. How do you beat Kansas City? You keep old punk ass Mahomes on the sideline twiddling his thumbs and letting his throwing arm get cold. You know what I mean? You don't let him have as many opportunities as we want. You know what I mean? So that's one thing. All right, so let's continue on checking out these draft picks. But I do like Trey. I do like Trey Tucker. I do like him. I like what he brings because we had a lack of speed and now we added speed. So I like him. Next up was in round 4. We got Aiden O'Connell, quarterback from Purdue. Now, I know it's not the sexy name. None of us, I don't think, went at Levis. I think we could have done good with getting Hooker. I like Hooker. But, you know what I mean, he still has an injury to overcome. And then, like, another question mark that people had on Hooker was his age. Now, with O'Connell, I'm going to show you what kind of intestinal fortitude O'Connell got. What kind of mental fortitude he has as far as sticking with something and becoming good at it. He's not a bad quarterback. You go watch his tape. He's a pocket quarterback. Don't expect him to be Michael Vick or be mobile. You know what I mean? He's not that dude, but he's damn good from in the pocket, right? Here's this background story on O'Connell. Do you know O'Connell, and these are the kind of characters, and these are characteristics that our front office is looking for in every player we get. They want stories like this. This dude was a walk-on at Purdue. A walk-on. He was 9th on the depth chart at quarterback. He was the 9th quarterback. It took him 2 years to go ahead and grab the number 1 quarterback position on that team and was breaking records for Purdue. You know what I mean? So someone to be the 9th quarterback and never quit and keep fighting, and then became the number 1 quarterback to go ahead and get in the record books for Purdue, that's telling you what kind of character this dude is. You know what I mean? This dude has character. He's not a quitter. And that's the kind of dude you want on the field. Now, he's not going to start this year. He's not even going to be the backup. But just imagine this. Now he's on a team where you got your starting quarterback in Garoppolo because he's going to outright win the job. I know he's going to win it. Just, too much knowledge in the system. You know what I mean? One, he's going to be the starter. And then we got Hoyer that's going to be backup. Both of those quarterbacks are very extensive in McDaniel's offensive system. Now, what do you think, what kind of mentor O'Connell will have from those two guys whenever he has questions? And I'm going to throw Garbage in there. He got 1 year in the system. Practice squad, but he still knows us. He still has to learn the system too. So you got 3 quarterbacks with at least 1 year and then multiple years, 2 of them with multiple years in the system to be able to help groom O'Connell. And they said he's very smart. And hey, that's a plus. So having these quarterbacks surrounding him and giving him all the game, all the knowledge he needs in this offense is going to make sure when he does ever have an opportunity to take over and become the starter, he's going to be damn well ready. And believe that shit, he will be ready. Just like Tyree Wilson. Wilson's the same way. You got Chandler Jones and you got Max Crosby, and Max Crosby out of his mouth said, I can't wait to get him under my wing and start grooming this kid. Boy, and they said he has a motor like Max Crosby. This is what they're saying. This is all the reports they had on Tyree Wilson coming into the draft. He has a motor. He loves football. Okay, you put him with Chandler Jones and put him with Max Crosby, and let's watch him flourish and develop into something special. You know what I mean? That's the same thing with this quarterback here, and there's no rush on him. There's no rush on him. You know what I mean? So we just let nature take its course with that. We do. Next up, O'Connell. Oh, I missed. Hold on. Let me go back. Okay, we did Young, the defensive tackle. Okay, the corner, Jakarian Bennett out of Maryland, another fast, speedy dude, very well made for press coverage, man to man. This is what he does. He has the quickness and the speed to be able to recover if beaten off the line of scrimmage from a wide receiver. I heard that he was around a 4. Matter of fact, he was about a 4.3 flat, 4.29. You know what I mean, in that area. So that's another fast corner that we have. We need speed. You know what I mean? Speed can't hurt. You know what I mean? But you go back and watch his tape. He's very, very good at knocking balls down, PBUs, or something that he's good at. Turnovers is what we need. We need, if this offense is going to be anything that I expect it to be by what it looks like, we need to get that offense the ball back as many times as possible. Sacks are cool, but turnovers are better. You feel me? For real, for real. No, I don't think there's going to be no trade for no linebacker, man. There's no money. We don't have no money for no big name linebacker. They got linebacker. They drafted one, and then after the draft, they got a couple more, I think it was. We'll talk about it. Let me keep moving. All right. So we did O'Connell. That's the corner. Then we grabbed in the fifth round. We got Christopher Smith II, safety out of Georgia. Another good dude. You know what I mean? Which he can play not just safety. I think they said he could play linebacker too, though. But safety is, you know what I mean, his thing. But he kind of reminds people of Harmon. That's the comparison that Christopher Smith is getting, is a Harmon. Harmon was productive, especially when he was with us, but he also was with New England. So, of course, New England were interested in him as well because of the Harmon comparison. But we got him. You know what I mean? So that's another one right there that I think is a solid pick. Let him go out there and compete. You know what I mean? So that's another one that's safe. And see, now we're covering things. Now round 7, we got defensive tackle Nesta J. Severa out of Arizona State. Now, see, that was something that the connection there is Antonio Pierce, the linebacker coach that we got from Arizona State, former teammate, as well as Darian Butler, linebacker. This is the defensive tackle from him. This is another. He's a big dude. Now we got depth. Think about our defensive tackle room now. Now we have depth. He might not be a starter, but look, they said, and Ziegler said this out of his mouth, the way we're trying to do this defense, especially on the front, in the trenches, on the line, we want to be like Philadelphia and just throw waves of tackles and defensive ends at you. Because we got more defensive ends after the draft too. So just stay tuned. But Ziegler said they want to just have waves of defensive tackles just coming and edges coming at you to be fresh and just keep coming and coming and coming. And that's exactly how Philadelphia is building their defense. So we're taking like little information defensively from all these other teams and adding it to us. So we've seen Philadelphia. It works for Philadelphia. You know, that depth, that tackle and end, just keep coming and being relentless. Your offensive line whatever offensive line we face with our tackles and ends, it's gonna be the same starting five unless somebody gets hurt. So we can just wear their ass down, just constantly. They're gonna have to be on their game. Their stamina gonna have to be up there because we're just gonna be relentless and just throw them at you. You know what I mean? You, like I said, you got the two. We got 2 more defensive tackles. We drafted 2 tackles last year. We still got old boy that we re-signed back, Hillary. You know what I mean? You still got Bilal Nichols free agency last year from Chicago. So, hey, defensive tackle, we're deep. And that's what we're going to need if we're going to do exactly what Nichols say we're going to do. You know what I mean? So to me, that's a good depth piece. The rotation, if he makes the team. But, hey, we got another body at defensive tackle, though. Leave that shit. All right. So now we're going to go after these undrafted. Now, we're going to go through this list. You know the there. Wait a minute, this is last year's shit. Is this last year? Sure the fuck is. Y'all, they gave me last year's undrafted. Oh, we grabbed and he was with an air fuck. Is can't remember the weight. 3 get through. We need 2023 report. Raiders 2023 Yeah, so they're filling the holes. And like I said, with these undrafteds, all of them I don't expect to make the team, but I bet you a lot of them makes the practice squad. That's the key right there. Keep them on the team and just develop them. For real. That's right, Ray Love. Hey, hit those likes, y'all, man. Shout out to everybody watching, man. Appreciate y'all. Man, subscribe if you haven't. Hit that thumbs up, please, man. I appreciate it. Let's get into this track. Come on, dude. Put these on. Hey, we say oh, I think this is the motherfucker right here from Chattanooga. Hold on, we about to dig into it, y'all. Hold on real quick. Let me line this shit up so we can go over these undrafted. I think, is that the dude, I think? No, he's a guard. We grab a guard. Okay, so let me bring this back up. All right, these are the undrafted that we got this year, today. We got an offensive McClendon Curtis out of Chattanooga. The Raiders have agreed to deal with Chattanooga offensive line Clinton Curtis, according to Matt Lombardo. The dude right here, Arkansas offensive lineman Dalton Wagner. This is him. Let me get his measurables. Let me tell you how big this motherfucker is. I keep small children. He's so big. I'm about to bring up his info real quick. Just hold on real quick. Oh, shit. All right, so the offensive lineman, what school did I say he went to? Son of a bitch. Okay. Dude is from... Letting his stats load up. Yeah, this dude is a monster. Monster of a dude, man. Like an old Viking ass motherfucker. You look like the Undertaker's older brother. But yeah, he's a monster though. Let me keep that one. Let me get rid of this. I don't need that no more. So, you guys like the most that we picked in this draft this weekend? Big Popeye's chicken and biscuit eating motherfucker. Hey, old Church's chicken eating motherfucker. Look at this shit, y'all. This motherfucker's 6'8", 320 pounds. That's a big dude, bruh. 6'8", 320, playing right, and he plays right tackle. See, what was, see, here goes the familiarity. Mr. Brown. Remember Brown that we had? This dude is big like that. 6'8", 320. Bruh, he's a space eater. In about a day and a half and a full meal and a snack to get around his big ass for real. About Aiden from Purdue. Hey, I like O'Connell. When I go back and watch him, bruh, I'm like, okay. See, they're not looking for a quote unquote dynamic mobile quarterback. That's not what they want for this system. And like, I'm gonna tell you, the one thing they said about O'Connell, the way his releasing motion is throwing the ball, they say it's, I hate this shit because people gonna do the comparison and say, oh, but I mean, it's not a motherfucker that cannot wearing all those rings and still got a lot of rings that are won by his wife. So you know what I mean? But they said Tom Brady-esque release in his first, and it is like effortless, you know. And it ball play balls, y'all. Ball not on his chin. Ball plays in the end zone. Puts the ball in nice position in spots where only the receiver can get it. You know what I mean? Especially in the red zone. That's going to be key. You know what I mean? Because you know our red zone. But like I said, he's not going to start this year. It's not even going to be the backup. You know what I mean? We're going to groom him. So when the day comes for him, if he is the one to take over, then he'll be ready. But yeah, I'm glad. You had an eye on him. Hey, 808, you had an eye on him. Hey, that you good eye, bruh. Because I really didn't pay him no mind because I didn't think we were going that route. You know what I mean? I'm too busy worried about the quarterbacks I wanted us to get rather than the quarterbacks they had on their board that they wanted to go get. You know what I mean? So, but yeah. The monster. We got it as well. We got Brock Moore, an edge rusher out of Oklahoma State. Matter of fact, we can get all these dudes on the group one time. Because I'm not familiar with some of these, unless they got it written on here. Nah, they don't have. I'll get this whole thing, bro. You know what? I can take this whole thing. Let me copy this. Yeah, I mean, if they're given the opportunity to be, got this edge out of Oklahoma State, and then there was another we got from UCLA. Like I said, they weren't. That's why I said it was going to be interesting after the draft who the undrafteds are, because I know some good names got pushed out of the draft. That's how deep the defense was in this draft this year. Deep as hell. I bet you a few of these guys is going to make our team. All right, so Brock Martin, defensive end. Let me see. What's his height measurements? He's 6'3", 243 pounds. So that's another edge rusher you can throw in the mix. Not that he's gonna make the team, but probably a lot of these guys are gonna go practice squad. Like I said, they're gonna go practice squad. So I'm not tripping. Develop them and see what happens. So that's another addition. Who's the dude from you? The cornerback, and he's a big cornerback. He's easy from UCLA. He's a big rusher out of Boise State. Like I said, the dude I like. Oregon State had one of the best secondaries in the Pac-12. I ain't gonna forget. They gave USC hell when they played them. We grabbed the safety from Oregon State. Aiden Grant. Productive dude. I think he had 3 interceptions last year, and then the last 3 years he had 2 interceptions each year. So he has a knack for getting the ball. So it'd be interesting to see how he pan out. But I'm surprised he went undrafted, because that secondary of Oregon State was nothing. That shit was not no weak ass secondary, for real. They went toe to toe with the best. And I think that might have been it. Yep. And that's all of the drafters. So, like I said, they added linebackers, offensive linemen. They added with a guard and a tackle. They added a couple of edge rushers, a safety, a corner. You know, so they went out there and added some more. All defense, a couple of, like I said, the linemen are. I can see no receivers, no running backs. We're set. Now, I think the rookie minicamp starts. What is it? Let me see. This one. I'm excited, y'all. Hey, I think the Raiders, like I said, they might not have went out there and got they got a couple of dynamic players. Let's say that. But I see that a lot of these guys rhythm fits. You find that fit in what you're doing, and then with added to what you already have, that if they all work together, is like a fine oil machine that's just, watch. I just got that feeling. They're building this fence where these guys work together. They're better. What's the old saying? Is greater than the sum of its parts. A machine is greater than the sum of its parts. You know what I mean? It's greater than the individuals that's in the machine. The machine is greater as all these parts combined. So that's what I think this defense is going to be built like that. They're building a machine, but they have to be parts that fit with each other and work with each other. The right cogs, the right screws, the right, you know what I mean? All that shit. And I think with Patrick Graham being the coach of the Senior Bowl of the national team, he got to sit there and see some of these guys, because some of these dudes we did draft. You know what I mean? We draft, I think 3 dudes that Patrick Graham was coaching in the Senior Bowl. So, hey, that played a big. Shout out to everybody out there in the chat, man. Hey, Lil, how you move so fast? Like you forward. Hey, I don't know, man. This internet be tripping, man. And I switched over to an Ethernet cord, because they say streaming is better through that. But hell, the motherfucker seeing to me is doing the same shit. I'm thinking maybe I gotta change some settings or shit in this damn computer, but it'd be the internet if it's buffering like that. Fucking Cox. I hate Cox, man. And that's the main cable provider or internet provider out this way too. I'm tempted on messing with T-Mobile, but I heard T-Mobile don't expect too much from them either. You know what I mean? So it is what it is. Yeah. And I got an interview of Khan Here's an exclusive interview. I don't think anybody has seen this interview with O'Connell. But he seems like a fun dude. You know what I mean? Real jokeful and all that. So yeah, here's an exclusive interview that they had with O'Connell after being back in his hometown. I forgot where the fuck he from, but yeah, here's O'Connell.
Ramrod. Car Ramrod. You get it?
Yeah, I got it. Rabbit.
Say Car Ramrod.
I got a Plymouth Voyager.
Say Car Ramrod.
Vermont plates. Hold on. Vermont plates. Alpha. God. Mustard. 1. Niner. Decade. China. Check it.
Roger, 23. You didn't say it.
Oh, I forgot.
I wrote it on the paper.
Oh, yeah.
For 20 bucks, I'll call the guy a chicken fucker.
Okay. Easy ride. Easy ride.
O'Connell's. Hey, tell me he don't look like dude, man. He don't look like dude. Oh my goodness. I had to do that shit, bruh. That motherfucker look like that motherfucker for real. What Troopers? What was it? I forgot the name of that damn movie, man. Super Troopers or some shit. That's O'Connell, bruh. O'Connell looked like that dude, man. Oh. Oh shit. Yep, that's our new quarterback, y'all. O'Connell. Shout out to him, Super Troopers. Oh man, I'm just hanging out this night, man. We're gonna I'm not gonna be on too long, man. I need to get ready my work tomorrow. But hey, we'll do this shit again. I'll be here to what's today? Saturday, tomorrow, Sunday. I'll be here Monday morning, y'all. Y'all be ready. Monday morning, we're back on the Good Morning Raider Nation Live podcast. We're gonna dig in to some of these draft picks, and try to get an understanding of exactly what Ziegler and them, what they drafted, what they think they drafted. You know what I mean? So we're gonna break down the difference. I think there's another one coming when these players come in to start signing contracts. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we'll start getting into that too. So we got shit to talk about. Oh, I want to see when um Wednesday when is the rookie not this week, but next week. I think they, you know how they do them in like through 6th through 9, May 6th through the 9th. Then they take a break and then they do it again. Here's the schedule. So, oh, that's the 2022. Why the fuck y'all keep giving me the old shit? Fucking ding-a-ling. Fucking get off this motherfucker anyway, man. Super. Hey. Bruh, it's about to jump off. Okay, voluntary mini camp, 24 through the 26th. We're past that. May. Where's the rookie shit? Because I know these rookies is going to come out here to sign their shit. Oh, shit. NFL draft 27 29th. We already know that shit. What about okay, each club may hold a rookie football development program for a period of 7 weeks, which in 2023 may begin on May 15th. So May 15th is when they can start doing the rookie development program for 7 weeks. They can do it starting May 15th. So we got a couple of weeks. Yeah, but a couple of weeks, then the rookies will come and start getting down. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, they got the team shit. Hold on, let me see with the Raiders. Raiders, come out and play. All right. Indianapolis, Jacksonville, Kansas City, Las Vegas. Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. I might be just a little bit wrong with those dates. OTA all season, mandatory mini camp, that's in June. They don't say nothing about the rookies though. So yeah, I can't wait when rookies come because I would love to see the battle when they actually get out there. Can you imagine Trey Turner, the fast wide receiver, going against Jakarian, the corner that's just as fast? I want to see that shit. I want to see that shit for real. To see those 2'4", 2'9" motherfuckers out there going at it. Boy, they gonna get that work, boy. That's gonna, hey, iron sharpens iron, like they say. For real, for real. Hey, salute to you, Raider Nation and Jason. Thank you for pulling up, man. Yeah, about an hour show is all I'm gonna do, man. I'm gonna jump off of here. And I'm gonna lay it down, man. I'm gonna rest for a minute because I've been just up moving around all these damn podcasts all this week and this weekend and shit. But I like the draft, you know what I mean? Like I said, it was good to see exactly who we got and see exactly how it's gonna fit what we're trying to do. So we're gonna break all that down this week. Every morning, 7 a.m. Pacific, 10 a.m. Eastern. It's the Good Morning Raider Nation Live podcast, man. We're gonna break all this shit down, see what kind of sense it makes, and try to get an idea of what it is that we're trying to build on defense. I got an idea. Ooh, excuse me. I got an idea, but we're gonna break it down by the players that we got, defensive side of the balls, as well as some of the undrafteds. Because, like I said, you don't pay attention to the name, pay attention to the positions that they focused on. That was key. That was key. So we're gonna see how this shit gets down. Hey, right on, love. I appreciate you, man. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. I thank you guys for being here, man, for real. Cooper 7779. Hey, what's going on with it? Thank you for being here. Sheldon Brown, what's the deal, man? For real. Thank you for being here right away, my guy. Cool Kev, man, my dude, man, for real. Omar, what's the deal? Dark, everybody, man. I appreciate y'all, man. Like I said, I'm a little tired. I almost wasn't gonna do the show tonight. I knew Dirty wasn't gonna be able to make it up because he had some work and stuff to do too. But I came on. I want to stay consistent with you guys because I know there's been a couple of times when I missed days, but I be trying to when I try if I'm real tired and feel drained and I don't even sleep 8 hours. You know what I mean? My thing is it's probably 5 or 4 hours I get sleep because it seems like once I wake up, bruh, it's a wrap. I can't get back to sleep. I'll be too busy getting on my phone, surfing Twitter, seeing the latest Raider news, so I know what to bring to the show. But I like what I do. I like this shit. I don't mind. Fuck it. I'll sleep when I die. You know what I mean? In the meantime, I'm gonna bring y'all good quality content, entertaining, informative, and that's what we gonna do. Because this year, it's all gonna be all positive vibes. Get behind this team and let's see if we can make a run and get into the playoffs and do something magical. You know what I mean? Every team always have a magical storyline somewhere down the line in their history. Why not us? We always been on the wrong end of that shit. The immaculate reception, the tuck rule. You know what I mean? The motherfucker bringing the card out against the Dallas Cowboys, measuring a first down with that shit. I mean, there's a lot. There's a lot we can go through. You know what I mean? That we've been victims of. But hey, I think the things are going to change, man. I really do. It's not just being optimistic. I see, and I see what we're trying to do. Now, can they accomplish that? That's what we're here for. We're here to see if they can accomplish what they're setting out to try to do. So, with that being said, man, you guys, Kush, you came in late, bruh. I'm about to leave, bruh. Appreciate you, man, for real. Appreciate each and every one of y'all, man. So you guys enjoy your evening. I'm gonna get off of here, man, and just kick back for a minute before I head to bed. But I appreciate y'all. Shout out to the people that's watching. If this is your first time here, man, please subscribe to the channel. Hit that like, man. I appreciate it if you guys would do that for me. Leave a comment and share the video as well. I appreciate it. There's only one nation. Y'all know what that is. It's the motherfucking Raider Nation, man. Hey, you guys enjoy your evening, morning, wherever you at. Be blessed. I'll see you guys Monday morning, 7 a.m. Pacific, 10 a.m. Eastern. Good Morning Raider Nation live podcast with yours truly, Lunatic Raider. Thank you guys, man. Enjoy your evening. I'm out this. B.I. Watch me hold this note. B.I.
Car ramrod. Car ramrod. You get it?
Yeah, I got it. Rabbit.
Say car ramrod.
I got a Plymouth Voyager.
Say car ramrod.
Vermont plates. Hold on. Vermont plates. Alpha, God, Mustard, 1, Niner, Decade, China. Check it.
Roger, 23. You didn't say it.
Oh, I forgot.
I wrote it on the paper.
Oh, yeah.
For 20 bucks, I'll call the guy a chicken fucker.
Okay. Easy, Rod.